Well, good morning and welcome to ABS Sports Splash this beautiful Tuesday morning. I hope you had a lot of excitement last weekend where a lot happened in the world of football, most especially on Sunday match where the Arsenal football team was able to hold the Man City club. With 10 man down, one man down and 10 players in the field against 11 players, and Man City had to struggle to equalize that game. It was a very heartbroken one because people thought that Arsenal has won the match, but it didn't really work out the way they wanted it. But all still the same, a lot happened in the world of sports. My name is Kwame Daniel, and I want to welcome you today. Another exciting stories from the sports angle. And in the studios today, I have my brother, Oracle. You're highly welcome.
It's my pleasure, sir.
All right. Okay, we'll go down to some of the stories we'll have for you today. I have learned a lot from Eguavon, and this is a words coming from the former Nigerian skipper, in the person of Joseph Yobo. He was saying that he has learned a lot when he was in the assisted Eguavon, and General. That he has learned a lot that Nigeria needs to have confidence a lot when it comes to indigenous coaches. That the way the NFF treats indigenous coaches are not too palatable, and most of the time you will lose the best players and the best coaches you need to have, because some of them have played this ball, very extensively. They play the game very, very well. And now the NFF is finding it difficult to bring them into what they are. Some of them have gone for coaching courses, and the NFF is finding it difficult to integrate them into the game so that they can bring out the knowledge of what they've learned otherwise. So, these were words from Joseph Yobo. What's your take concerning this?
Okay. I think I side with Joseph Yobo, considering the fact that he served under Eguavon and Roa. So he has the experience on his side, and he knows what he's saying when he's talking about NFF and the way they are handling our local coaches. I think he's right there. Nigeria needs our local coaches. I've said it times and times over again that what we need is not foreign coaches. We need local coaches because they have played the game, and patriotism is there. You are sure of getting patriotism from them because they are patriotic. They want the best for Nigeria, and they will get the best. The only thing is that, can the NFF allow them to do the job?
Is all about NFF, or most of the time so many of them is being given the job and they mess it up?
It boils down on the NFF. NFF should force the players to be disciplined enough to respect the coaches. I don't want to talk about what happened between Finidi and Victor Osimhen, because it still boils down to the NFF. Things happened in the secret, and who was that person that let it out in the open? And Osimhen began to accuse Finidi and went away with it. No disciplinary action was taken over Osimhen. So these things are signs that the NFF are not really doing their job well. I think they are the ones that will impose discipline when it comes to managing the egos. Because whether we like it or not, our local coaches, they have gotten the badges that they need. They have gone through the coaching badges. They have the experience. I was listening to Ulisse the other day. He was talking about sitting with some of these foreign coaches, passing through the badges, getting his coaching qualification. So they are qualified. They have what it takes, but the opportunity is what they need, and the backing of the NFF. Because if the NFF didn't back them, there's no way the players can respect them.
So NFF, the bulk of job is on them.
Exactly.
It's they need to instill discipline. The disciplinary committee must be working, and working effectively. All right. Away from that story, the Libyan national football team have decided to take the Super Eagles to Benin, 19 kilometers away from Benghazi, the capital, and it's been reported that the stadium they were about to use is a synthetic turf. Is that the right thing for Libya to do, or CAF have to wade into that and make sure, because majority of our football players are not playing with synthetic turf anymore. Maybe it's not even in vogue anymore. So Libya taking us to a stadium where we're going to be playing on a synthetic turf. Is that the right? Is it the right direction, or they want to do a situation whereby they want to win by all means?
Yes, that's what they want to do. They are looking for what will benefit them. Peradventure, their players have trained in that synthetic turf, and it's not easy when you are playing in the other turf and they take the game to the synthetic turf. You are going to struggle. So I think it's their game plan, but it's left for the Eagles and the management to report this to FIFA. Because when other nations are coming to Nigeria, we usually take them to one of our best stadiums, which is Uyo. We're not taking them to places they will struggle. So why not try to carve and demand that we are not going to play in a synthetic turf? Because that's not, our players are not used to that. They are these are game plans that will help them to be able to get the job done over the Eagles.
There's their game plans. Okay. Away from the stories, Galatasaray Football Club, the deputy director of the football club of Galatasaray, Ibrahim Hatipoglu, has come out to say that the club is planning to take Osimhen on a permanent deal. That they've looked at him and they believe that he's so happy that they feel it's high time they begin to discuss on how to make the deal permanent. Meanwhile, Juventus is there seeking to bring in Osimhen in the January transfer. What do you think in this story?
I thought as much that Osimhen may decide to remain in Galatasaray. Because one thing you will notice is that he's happy there. And there is a connection already between Osimhen and the fans. One thing I love about Osimhen is any place he's playing, he always connects with the fans. And when you watch the atmosphere in the stadium, the fans are already celebrating him. And once the fans begin to sing Osimhen, Osimhen, and the friendship is already there, I think Galatasaray, they have the money also, they have the finances to be able to get him. So if Osimhen will be happy there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't want Osimhen to end up in Turkish league at this point in time.
Why?
Turkish league is still ranked at most 11th in the whole world. I think Osimhen should be playing in Serie A or EPA or Spanish La Liga.
But don't you think if Osimhen goes back to Serie A, maybe he's playing for a different club? The perception there and maybe racial abuse might come in, because it looks as if he just dumped Napoli and decided to go and take up Juventus.
It can happen, but the personality of Osimhen, if you watch Osimhen playing for the Eagles, you see that there's always a connection with the fans. One thing that always favors Osimhen and works for him is that knowing how to build the synergy and the connection with the fans. If he goes to peradventure Juventus and connects with the fans again, it will click for him. So, but remaining in Galatasaray is a no-no for me. For
why? Their team, they have a bundle of talents there.
Yes.
His former team player in Napoli is there, Dry Mertens. A lot of players.
We're talking about the African best here.
No, but it doesn't matter.
The African best.
Sanchez is there. A lot of players
who are still at the peak of his career.
Yes, and so many of those players are still at the peak of their careers as well.
If that is what he wants, but personally, I want Osimhen. I want him to be ranking among the best.
What every player needs is playing in, week out, to be fit. It doesn't matter where you are playing. It's playing the game so that your national team can easily call you at every point in time to bring you back for national games. I think that's one of the things that the players always accept. If somebody like Cristiano Ronaldo can be in the faraway Saudi Arabia league and still play for the national team, I mean, who is Osimhen?
We're talking about age here. Ronaldo is 39 years old, rounding off his career. Osimhen is still 24, 25 years. Very soon he will hit the peak of his career. Will Osimhen be comfortable to hit the peak of his career in faraway Turkish league that is ranked 11? I don't think he will progress.
Did Okocha retire in a Turkish league?
Okocha later went to Bolton Wanderers, PSG to Bolton Wanderers, and did well. But you know what we want to talk about? Yes.
To PSG.
Yes.
PSG to Bolton Wanderers.
But did Okocha get to that level that is expected of him. Had he been Okocha played...
What level are you talking about?
Okocha, when you watch his skills, watch what he can offer. Okocha should be ranked amongst the best in the whole world. But today, when you talk about Okocha, look at the clubs he played. Had he been Okocha ended up in Man United, because I know that Man United wanted him at that point in time. But because of the salary package of Bolton Wanderers, he went to Bolton Wanderers. But had he been, he played for Ferguson in Man United. When you rank top players in the world, in FIFA ranking, you put Okocha there because he has the dribbling skills and the ability.
Do you think he's not there?
He's there, but how many trophies did Okocha win? These are the things we look at. And the trophies, you have to measure them in the league that those trophies were won.
But when he was in Fenerbahce, he won the Turkish league.
Yes, but
severally.
But you can't rank them. You can't rank Turkish league alongside EPL. Turkish league is not among the first 10 leagues in the whole world. These are things, when you finally hang up your boot, these are things that will be brought to the table.
Okay, these are things that he thinks will be brought to the table. All right, away from the Galatasaray story, let's go to Anambra FC qualified for the next stage of CAF Confederation Cup after a 3-2 penalty victory. Anambra Football Club went, the first leg was played in
Burkina Faso.
Yes, in Burkina Faso. Yes, the Etole Filante club, and they finally came back to Uyo on Saturday, and Anambra defeated them in the penalty shootout to 3-2, and they're now moving to the next stage. That's the group stage. What do you have to say concerning Anambra with their young coach Yemi Olaruwaju?
One thing is that with this, the way they have gone about their business in this CAF Confederation Cup, they may not go far. Struggling against Etoile Filante of Burkina Faso, qualifying in the manner they qualified is not impressive at all. I don't think it's impressive.
Why? How do you mean that it's not impressive?
They have not. They have not begun to meet teams like Esperance of Tunisia, the top teams we know in African football. This is just the qualifying stage, whereby you are still...
But you will still need to give them kudos for qualifying.
Yes. Even their coach said it, that this is not what he actually... Yemi said it, this is not actually the way they wanted to go about their business in this competition. Qualifying at this stage, by whiskers, it's just a narrow escape for them. Qualifying by 3-2 penalty, it would have gone the other way around. They would have the other.
The most important thing that they won,
but
and now they have moved to. They qualified to move to the group stage.
Exactly. So I wish them good luck, hoping that they will improve in their performance.
Good. That's what we're talking about. The performances that they need to improve the more to make make headways.
Exactly.
All right. The Super Eagles maintain 39th position at the latest FIFA ranking. The Super Eagles has been on this 39th for some time, and after the two qualifiers, they still maintain the 39th position. Is that a good one and in a good direction?
It's fair one. Let's use the word fair.
How can we be on 39th position and the giant of Africa up to now?
It's fair. That shows that we're not doing well because of the lapses we had in our World Cup qualifying matches, whereby we didn't do well. So, but if we can continue with the pace of the last two games, I think very soon we're going to improve on the ranking.
Okay. All right, we need to improve on the ranking. We're still finding it difficult. NFF is still finding it difficult to get a substantive coach for the Super Eagles. If they're finding it difficult, maybe we should make with what we have. Get a Guavon, give him the job, and let's see how far it goes, and give him the necessary support so that we can easily improve and find grade A's friendly games that will help improve the team, not only and improve our rankings in football. It's going to help us a lot. But when we keep running around one circle, nothing works for us.
We need stability.
Yes. All right. Rangers Club of Enugu bows out of CAF champions on Sunday, when they were defeated by the Sagrada of Angola at Luanda by 3-2. Anambra won 3-2 in penalty, and Rangers lost 3-2 in aggregate. They were in the first leg here at Uyo. Rangers won 1-0, and when they went back on Sunday, it was a different game. They lost to 3-1, and it's very disastrous.
It's disastrous. I think it's not a good one for Nigerian football, for our league.
And ever since Enyimba won back-to-back, no other club has ever gone closer. Okay, Rivers United tried last season, but it didn't really work out.
You know, performance in the league is always different from continental performances. You need that experience. That's why I always put my money on Enyimba, because the experience is there. Because the pedigree in that intercontinental competition matters a lot. So Rangers don't have that pedigree. But there is always room for improvement. You know, the manner they lost that match, I don't really, that's why I'm talking about this Enyimba of 18. Why did they win in such manner? Because I believe Enyimba have the pedigree to go further in that competition than Rangers. But Rangers went to faraway Luanda and capitulated there, lost by 3-1. It's not a good performance. There's room for improvement. I think it's a room for them to increase in their experience. Maybe next time they're going to do well.
Okay, next time they are going to do well. One of the exciting stories that that's in our stories today is the Peak Milk company, you know, made something very interesting by honoring the Paralympics winners in the just concluded Paris Olympic 2024, the weightlifters who, you know, brought some laurels back to Nigeria, at least make it not be say we lost everything. Yes. You know, the Peak Milk blessed them handfully and rewarded them, you know, in a very lovely way. And in the gold medal we have Onyinyechi Mark, and she received the sum of 2 million naira, and that's what courtesy of Peak Milk. Folashade Oluwa Femiayo received 2 million because she brought gold as well. And we have the silver medal, Esther Mogo and Bosse Omolayo. These are the two people who, the silver medal went home with 1 million, courtesy of Peak Milk. And others that participated received the sum of 500,000 naira, and this is still courtesy of Peak Milk. What is this not a good one, at least to encourage the Paralympic people, you know, the team that have gone, and, you know, at least they brought back something.
Yes, quite unlike the other ones.
The other ones that
bring back anything.
That just went there and
you know, it's not easy to go to the Olympics, whether it's Paralympics or the normal Olympics, to come back with even a bronze medal is a commendable feat. I think we need to do more. It's a good one, but we need to do more to encourage these lads. When they go to represent the country, we need to get more sponsors. Most of these companies that are in Nigeria, at times I wonder, what are they doing?
What would they be doing when maybe the atmosphere is not favoring them, and they're not sure, you know, a lot of politics that goes on here and there before, you know, a lot of things. The system needs to be purged. Exactly. And, you know, have the right set of people in the administration that will, you know, pilot affairs, so that when companies are coming into the, you know, to sponsor, yes, they know they are not just throwing away their money. They're bringing in money, yes, and the money they are bringing in will be given to the people, yes, that needed to, that merits it. Exactly. Not just seeing the money and people begins to bring in politics and sentiments into it.
Exactly. Well, that's why we need them. We need better sports managers to come in. Because when we talk about unemployment, sorry, I'm digressing. I think sports sector is an untapped area in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
We're here to tap into resources. Most of the youth roaming the streets, every of the youth you see in Nigeria has talent that they can offer. But the companies may be willing, just like you said, when they bring their money, can there be return on investment? Are they assured that their money will be used to develop sports in Nigeria? Yes. These are the questions that we need to, our sports director should be able to answer.
Okay. NFF and sports directors, all of you, now they tell. So you people need to, you know, buckle up and change the narratives.
Exactly.
All right, the last story we have for you today before we leave the studio. We would be waiting for Man City at the Emirates Stadium in the next leg. These are words from Gabriel Magalhaes, the Arsenal defender. So we will be waiting for Una. Would they wait? If people will come, we'll go see fire. Do you think that Arsenal is going to turn and give Man City a run for their money?
I think the Arsenal I saw on Sunday, prior to that match, I was telling someone that 2 matches will determine whether Arsenal are ready to win EPL. The last match they played prior to this one against Tottenham, I said if Arsenal can get a win against Tottenham Hotspur and peradventure go to Man City, maybe win or get a draw, or rub it on their face that we are there with you, that we can compete with you, I think it's a game of confidence. It's a game of tactics. It's all about making your opponent to know that I'm ready for this. And by what I saw on Sunday, I think Arsenal, they are there. They can win EPL title. I think this Man City, if they go to Emirates, I think I would bet my money on that Arsenal is going to defeat Man City at Emirates. They have what it takes to win the title. This Arsenal team under Arteta is ripe for EPL title.
Now, the red card they gave to Trossard, how do you look at the red card?
Coming from a fair angle, judging by the match that they are playing, the intensity and the, everything about the match, it's a title decider. The referee should be able to contain his emotions. I'm not in support of that red card. Because though Trossard is already on a yellow card, but does that thing deserve a second yellow, considering that this match is one of the title deciders? And when you remove somebody from that Arsenal team and bring them to 10 man, you are actually making them to be disadvantaged against Man City. And it played a factor in that match. You saw the way they defended so deep. And that's why the Man City team, they were able to get the equalizer. So I think referees should be able, in such encounters, they should be able to, be in control of your emotion. Take the right decision. That shouldn't be. That yellow card shouldn't
have come in.
It shouldn't have come in.
Yes. It's okay that the referees in the EPL must be, they had to bring them to order. The one that blew against Taylor against Chelsea Bournemouth gave 14 yellow cards. 14 cards. I don't understand.
Taylor has been notorious as a referee for some time. Going by his records, I'm not surprised that now they have suspended him for some time. Yeah. I think maybe I heard rumor that he will be officiating Chelsea Borough match.
Yes, Borough match.
By today. So hope he will be able to prove that he has what it takes again.
Okay. Some of the results coming from the Nigerian Premier Football League weekend. Remo Star breaks the chains by defeating Kano Pillars at the Sani Abacha Stadium. Remo Star defeated Kano Pillars 2-0. I wonder how this happened. This have not been hard. I wonder how a whole Kano Pillars, Remo Star beating them away. Man,
it's unbelievable.
The coach, the Ogumodede coach of Remo Star needs to be, I'm going to buy a bottle of champagne for him because I've never had this happen before, And then away from Remo Star and Kano Pillars, Lobby Stars slugged it out with Rivers United. They played a 1-1 draw. Nasarawa United played 3-4 against El Kanemi. El Kanemi, and this was a 7-goal thriller match. El Kanemi Warriors won by 4-3. Plateau United played against Niger Tornadoes, where Niger Tornadoes defeated Plateau United at home 2-1. Nigerian football is beginning to improve this season because people goes out now to go and beat, defeat their opponents in their own stadium. Unlike before, it will never happen.
Yes.
So it means there's improvement. All right, Heartland FC and Castilla United slugged it out and they played goalless. Sunshine Stars of Akure played against Abia Warriors and they played goalless as well. Then Para United slugged it out with Ikorodu City and it was a goalless game as well. Enyimba have a rescheduled match because of their engagement in the CAF Confederation, and by tomorrow they will be playing their rescheduled match. Yet, I want to thank you for being part of this Tuesday Sports Splash, where we come to give some of the highlights in the world of sports. This is where we will drawing the curtain close today, Tuesday. Next week, Tuesday, we'll come to you with more exciting sports stories, to thrill you and keep you posted in everything we will be doing. All right, we still have, today we'll be having a Carabao's Cup, I guess, and Chelsea will be playing against Barrow FC. And I believe that's one of the biggest matches everybody wants to watch. But I know it's going to be a walkover because this Chelsea we are seeing under Enzo Maresca is doing well.
Yes.
Yeah, they're doing well. They're beginning to blend, to gel, which is what
so they've been lacking. The team to beat.
Yes, exactly. All right, this is where we draw the closing close. My name is Lekweme Daniel, and bye for now.